This is the cheapest guitar anywhere on the internet. This is a Fazley Stratocaster style guitar. It's got a single pickup and it's their kind of take on a Tom DeLonge style. So I have had one of these before. You may remember it because I give it away for free on this very channel. With that one I swapped the neck out, I put a new bridge on it and threw a different pickup into it. So essentially just kept the body. Now I did not want to buy another one of these, but I was randomly scrolling online and I saw an advertisement for it and it was £54 all in. It was on Bax Music. I added it to my basket and then I noticed there was a $5.95 shipping charge, but they were offering a further 11% off using a discount code. So with that applied, the total including shipping was £54 and 1p. And I think that's the cheapest brand new electric guitar anywhere on the internet. I can't find a cheaper one. Even the Amazon brands don't get this cheap. Now the first thing I noticed was the bridge. The website describes it as having a Wilkinson bridge, and it showed that in the pictures and also the description. Unfortunately, that's not the case. They've sent me one with the same bridge as the last time. That is a little bit disappointing, but we can't complain because it was only 54 quid for the whole guitar. Now my initial observations with this guitar, at the risk of sounding snobby, it is rough and ready. It's exactly what you would expect for 54 quid. But am I disappointed? Absolutely not, other than the bridge. I haven't even played it yet. It's exactly as it was out of the box that you saw just a moment ago. I'm going to tune it up, we're going to plug it into the amp and we're going to give it a little bit of a play and we're going to have a bit more in-depth review and then we're going to do something stupid with it. But what do you get for 54 quid with this Fazley? The body finish all in is pretty poor. There's quite a few spots where there are discolorations on the body or maybe indentations on the finish, sanding scratches that weren't completely sanded or polished out. The neck has plenty of sanding scrapes on it where it wasn't sanded correctly or hasn't been finished properly. The tuners in the bridge are the cheapest that you're going to possibly get. I haven't plugged it in yet, so don't know about the pickup. We will find out soon enough. The fret ends are pretty sharp, and straight out of the box, the neck is nowhere near flat. It's got quite a bow in it. Now, with all that being said, it's 54 quid. If I was a teenager, or if I was starting guitar out, and I got this for 54 quid, or someone bought it as a present for me, I would be over the moon. I think it looks great. I think with some minor adjustments, you can get it to play great. And honestly, those little flaws at this price point, do they matter? I don't think so. This is the ideal guitar for someone who's just starting out, or maybe someone who wants to practice modifying things, or if you're like me and you just love single humbucker guitars. I think all in all, it's a pretty good buy. Oh, forgot it's in drop C. So this is an EMG HZ. Obviously it has a tone control on it as well, so naturally it is going to sound different. Alright, let's go a little bit of metal. We're in drop C, that's CGC FAD. actually finding the pinch harmonics easier on the little Fazley than this, believe it or not. The little Fazley holds up. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm honestly quite impressed with this. For 54 quid, I don't think you could expect much more. To be honest, I was expecting a lot less. You could do a lot to this guitar with very little. Straighten out that neck, adjust your saddles to give you a bit better string height, or if you swap that bridge out altogether, or maybe if you buy the new one and it has the Wilkinson on it. The last time I had one of these, I bought it just for the body. I knew I wanted to do something a little bit silly, and we're going to do that again. Now, if all you wanted from this video was a Fazley review, you can probably stop watching now. Before we go too deep into modifying, I want to actually show you something a subscriber sent me. Now, this is from a company called Hover Guitar. It's one guy. I've bought loads of things from him in the past. Actually, he developed this wall hanger which hooked onto your neck plate on bolt-on guitars and made it completely invisible. I love them. I bought loads of them years ago. He's been developing some other products since then, but he reached out to me and he sent me some of these here. Now, this isn't sponsored or anything. He did send me these for free, but that wasn't with the requirement that I say good things about him. He sent me this little custom engraved neck plate, which is pretty cool, and also which sit behind your neck plate, and you slot your pick into it, and that holds your pick in place behind your guitar neck plate as a little storage component. So again, he sent me these for free, but I'm not sponsored to say anything good about them. I'm going to test this out, and we'll put it on this guitar and we'll give it our honest opinion. But yeah, go check Hover Guitars out. I have bought stuff from him in the past. We've been talking on and off on Instagram for the last 4 or 5 years, so he's a cool guy. Check him out. So here's what we have. We have a replacement neck. Now I know it's stupid. I don't care. When I ordered this, it didn't have the bird inlays. In fact, it had no inlays on the picture, and that's what I was hoping for. However, it was $38.99 on Amazon. It was the cheapest neck I could find, so I'm not going to complain too much. There is a little bit of damage on the edge of the fretboard as well. The frets feel pretty good though. It's not a bad neck. It's got a little bit of figuring on the maple on the back, which is quite nice. And we're just going to have to deal with the inlays. So we've got some 3x3 chrome Geiger tuners. Again, Geiger just because they're cheap. Got them on Amazon. Of course, the neck plate I mentioned. And I wasn't going to change the bridge, so I didn't order a bridge because I was expecting the Wilkinson. I was going to swap the pickup out, but I'm not too sure now. I need to think about that as well. I do have lots of pickups that we could throw in there, but this one was pretty cool, so I'll think about it. Just test fit of the neck. Whoa, it's very loose. Well, here it is. This neck should not go on this guitar, but I mean it looks pretty cool. Wouldn't you say? It looks pretty cool. Definitely don't try this at home. I'm not sure what the long-term stability of this neck on this guitar is going to be. I had to make a little oak shim to go in here. To be honest with you, I would like it slightly more angled to give me a bit more room on the E string at these top frets. But without cutting into the body, there's nothing more I can do. We also had to put a 0.25 degree shim underneath the neck as well. And that's just so that we didn't have ridiculous string action and we actually had something playable. I think the pink looks pretty cool on the green body. A little bit punk or something, you know. Oh, we can't forget about our neck plate. That looks really cool. Obviously we've got our little pick holder here, which is a really cool idea. Big thanks to Hover Guitar for sending me this. And I have a couple more which I'm going to use in projects coming up. Cool. Tune it down to drop C. Help if I didn't miss notes. Not much roll off there with the volume. It's either all or nothing. Anyway, you get the idea. So I know what you're asking. You're asking what is the point in doing all this, putting the new neck on it, the locking tuners, all that, when it's just a 54 pounds guitar. Well, there is no point. I just did it because I wanted to. My plan is to take this neck off, put the Fazley neck back on, and use this neck on a different project. I just wanted to do it for a bit of fun. No harm done, nothing permanent to the guitar. And to be honest with you, I think that original pickup that was in the Fazley sounded pretty good as well. I should test the output of it. According to this very scientific reading I'm doing on my lap, it's around 12k output, so it's pretty decent output. I have no complaints for 54 pounds over that guitar. Unless someone can give me a pretty good reason to keep it as it is, I'm probably going to swap the neck, put the Fazley neck back on. Let me know what you think I should do with this PRS copy style neck. Now by the time you see this video, it may not be 54 quid anymore. I think the normal price for this is in around the 70-75 pound mark. I would wait and see if you can get some discounts. I know it's only 20 quid more. However, I think it's definitely worth waiting to see if you can get a discounted version. Well, thanks for watching a pretty pointless video, but I had fun. This little thing has been really fun. Maybe, I mean, I'm just a small channel, but maybe we could petition Fazley to actually make one of these as a production guitar. Unlikely to ever happen, but you never know. What I'm thinking I will do with the PRS style neck is build a body and just put it on a body, something similar to this Fazley, maybe a Jazzmaster shape or a Meteor shape, and we'll just do like a really quick body build, nothing fancy. I've lots of slabs. We've got beech, we've got walnut, we've got oak, we've got ash, loads and loads and loads of wood that we could build it out of. And if I do something that's maybe like a one-piece body, it'll be a pretty quick project for me. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.